The Niger Delta and Ijaw groups have rejected the petroleum industry bill, also demand for resource control. An Ijaw nationalist and chairman Supreme Egbesu Assembly, wearing Pre Noel Digifa, has urged the Ijaw nation to focus on resource control and not the petroleum industry bill passed by the National Assembly. Digifa, in an interview with Orient Daily, maintained that the petroleum industry bill has no bearing on the livelihood of the people, as critical issues affecting the Niger Delta region were not addressed. He faulted critical sections of the bill which defined oil-producing communities to main areas where pipelines were laid through. According to him, this makes it mandatory for communities in northern Nigeria which have no crude oil to be part of host communities, an act he described as a great injustice meted to the Niger Delta people. He lamented the negative impacts of crude oil exploration on the environment and livelihood of the people of the Niger Delta, saying that the people can no longer go to the river and farms because of pollution caused by oil spillage. He expressed displeasure that members of the National Assembly from the northern extraction were able to use their parliamentary strength to undo the people of the South by passing a bill which failed to provide solutions to issues that led to agitations in Niger Delta. Wherein Pre Noel Digifa cited that rather than crying over the petroleum industry bill, the people of Niger Delta should push for resource control, as only these can guarantee their socio-economic existence in a country like Nigeria, where the North has used their power over the years to take what rightfully belongs to the South. Yes, this person is saying the truth. The petroleum industry bill, which is the 3% that has been granted or given to the Niger Delta, they have not even accepted it. Let's see how it unveils, because it's not effective yet. So what he is saying, which is the Digifa, is saying that the injustice meted on the south, the Niger Delta, is very, very positive. Is the only guarantee that their socio-economic existence in a country like Nigeria, and the northern people, or the northern elites who have oil rigs or oil well in the Niger Delta. I believe there will be crisis. There will be crisis. Well, according to Digifa, he also lamented how the federal government is clamping down on secessionist groups fighting for independence of their people, while overlooking issues of insecurity that has continued to claim lives of the citizens in the north. He said it was surprising that the federal government could fish out the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, while killer herdsmen, bandits, and other terrorists are on the loose, terrorizing the country daily, especially in the northern part of the country. Mr. Digifa also reacted to the withdrawal of the Atala Marginal Oil Field license from the Bayelsa State Oil Company by the federal government, advised Bayelsans not to put the blame on former governor of the state and current Minister of State of Petroleum Resources Timi Silva. He wondered what Silva could do about the issue when President Muhammadu Buhari had already made up his mind to revoke the license. According to him, issues like these are enough reasons for the Niger Delta people to push for resource control and pay taxes to the federal government like in advanced nations. He noted that Ijaw, they say, is the fourth largest tribe in Nigeria, and if they could withdraw the Atala Marginal Oil Field license because of managerial issues, what do you think? Bayelsa is a small part of the Ijaw nation. According to him, we are the highest losers. Our environment is polluted. The receivers, federal government, out of how many oil blocks, which one was given to an Ijaw man? He queried. So all the old northerners, elites, have collected all the old oil well. But I can remember one, the Sultan of Sokoto have over 28 oil well. Why is that so? Somebody that does not even stay in Ijaw land or in Niger Delta, a northern for that matter, Okay, somebody's reacting. Nigerians are reacting. Niger Deltas are reacting. It says, stop the flow of the oil pipeline as soon as possible. Period. Then let's see how it goes. Don't let them pay 3% first and see how it looks like. I hate noisemakers. The Minister of State Petroleum described the bill as the best thing that happened to the oil sector. Let the group allow us enjoy the newest PIB. Okay, this person is talking in irony. Buhari purchased weapons to fight us in Niger Delta and the Sultans in the Igbo land. Weapon is not to fight Boko Haram or banditry, so-called northern terrorists. Okay, I understand what this person is saying now. He said Buhari is accumulating weapons. That's the storyline they gave USA before US sold weapons to them. That is why US now stopped that. They can't sell weapons any longer just because they are using the weapon they buy to violate human rights. Meanwhile, this person has just said it that Buhari bought weapons. Weapons that are supposed to be used to fight Boko Haram are being used to fight the Sultanans. Starting from the indigenous people of Biafra to Eastern Security Network. They call themselves unknown government. They have been proscribed terrorist group down to Southwest, invading Igbo's house, giving all the ammunitions to Fulani herders to grab the lands that are owned by Sultanans. Can't you see that this government rather is clamping into tyranny? And in other words, to advance to become the Taliban that has taken over Afghanistan. Like somebody said that the Taliban, which are the terrorists, have taken over Afghanistan and fighting, disturbing the peace of Afghanistan or peace of Afghans. Rather, it's a similar one in Nigeria that the government is the Taliban itself fighting the citizens. Can't you see how the ironical administration can be? This administration is full of mischief. Let me use that word, mischief, which is the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill, popularly known as PIB, by Nigerian Senate on July, supposed to be a thing of joy for all Nigerians because of the prolonged challenges it's supposed to address in the oil and gas sector. But in other words, it's not a joyful thing in the Niger Delta. The passage of the bill has been greeted with agitations across the 9 states of Niger Delta communities, which may affect the bill currently waiting for presidential assent. Yes, because the Niger Delta are really waiting for them to start effectiveness, to start executing the bill. But Niger Delta are not happy. They are ready for agitation. This Niger Delta, they erupted militancy during the time of Yaradua, before Yaradua gave them amnesty. It seems that what happened then may repeat itself. The Boko Haram are surrendering themselves, and the Nigerian government are giving them amnesty to join soldier. So they have an agenda why the militants will erupt again. So let's see how it unveils.